Hey, I'm trying to get your attention. Oh, Sophie, hello. Do you think it's really okay to just suddenly jump outside? It must still be cold in the middle of the night.
I don't get what you're saying, David. Who do you think is to blame for this, huh? Who's the one who's treating me badly, David? Why are you doing this to me?
Huh? What the heck are you talking about? It's all your fault that you can't get pregnant, Sophie. Duh. How many times have I told you how much I've wanted kids?
You don't think I don't know that, David? That's why I've been trying my best to get pregnant so that you can have children to raise. Don't you understand that? I kept saying to you that I didn't want to do it, but you just kept ignoring me, and how is that fair to do that to me? So what's going to happen to me now, huh? Let me guess. Should we just get a divorce so that you can have a child immediately with another woman after splitting up with me? Stop messing with me and my feelings, David.
Look, I had no idea from the start that you couldn't get pregnant, and I want kids right now, Sophie, so it's inevitable that I'm in a relationship with another woman then, huh? I just told you that I want a child, so you need to have one. I didn't say to you to go and get fertility treatment, Sophie. So what if you got treatment and got pregnant after that? I don't care if you're doing something like that. It's really like a game of rock, paper, and scissors after the fact. I don't give a crap if you get pregnant. Look, I don't want to talk to you anymore. This is all getting way too much for me, and you need to calm down about everything, all right?
What the heck is wrong with you, David? We've been together for a while now, and I thought that we could talk about all these things and get through it together. How dare you try to talk to me about this in this way? How can you have such an attitude, especially about a serious topic such as this? I thought that we'd get through this.
I'm just gonna be honest right now. I really do think that it's embarrassing to be married and not have kids. It's like we're not moving forward, just standing still. I'll tell you a little thing about men. We're creatures who need to show off what we've got, and I hardly have anything. Actually, you're the one who's been embarrassing me up until now.
I can't believe what you're saying right now, David. Then what's going to happen to the baby that's in my belly, huh? What am I supposed to do if you're going to leave me on my own?
I don't know. That's something you have to deal with, not me. You're so persistent, aren't you? I've got only one child, and that's with Melanie. So sorry.
Hello. So, I'm just messaging this number because I'm wondering if this is Sophie? The Sophie that was married to David. Is this you? Who is this? Do I know you? But, yes, this is Sophie. Is there a reason why you're trying to message me right now? Who are you and what is it that you want? Okay, well, this is Melanie. I'm the one that David is madly in love with. I thought I would message you so that I can introduce myself. Yeah, I don't really understand why you're doing that. Again, you need to explain to me what it is that you want. Because I think it's very weird that you're talking to me. I just wanted to say that I know about you and kind of what's been going on. So, Sophie, you've always been supported by David, am I right? David is certainly an elite in his field and he's rich, isn't he? However, it's not good for a woman who can't have children to be so parasitic, you know? Must you be this way? Can't you just let this go? Well, I've got no idea what you're talking about because I've got no clue what you mean by that, lady. First of all, you're aware that you had an affair with David, right? Don't start deflecting when I'm trying to make a point here. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to convince him that you're the only one for him, right? I heard that even though you're a full-time housewife, that you don't do much of the housework at all. So did you lie about having a child to get his money? I just feel like we haven't been on the same page for a while now. First of all, I pay for our living expenses, and he is not rich, by the way. I'm also not a full-time housewife, and David's the one who hasn't been doing that much housework. He's obviously not speaking the truth here. Are you kidding me right now? Don't you dare lie to me. Do you really think that you can manipulate the situation to benefit yourself here? What the heck are you talking about? Melanie, is it? Do you really think it's going to get us anywhere if I'm going to lie about everything? I'm telling the truth. David's heart belongs to me, all right? He also knows that he no longer has any use for you. So please just divorce him so that he can be set free. Stop messing around. Either way, our child is going to be born soon, yeah? So you need to sort this all out right now. I'm different from people like you who are housewives and think of it as just playing house. Okay, I see that there is no way that I'm getting through to you. It's on you for not believing me, Melanie. It's no longer worth me talking to you anymore about this.
Hey, Sophie, would you quit messing with me? Just file for divorce already. I get that you still have feelings for me, but what if our relationship doesn't go anywhere? I don't want an unhappy relationship with a woman who's failed to do what I wanted her to do. It's your fault for not being able to have children.
I really don't get you right now. You've completely changed, and it's so awful how you're treating me. Does this mean the child inside me now isn't enough for you?
Well, yeah, of course. I've had a baby with another woman before anything like that came up for you. It's all about taking turns. That's all there is to it. And when Melanie had my child, that's when I started to feel like I can do better than you. I guess this is the responsibility of being a father. I have to do my best to protect the children that actually exist right now in this moment. So I've decided that I'm gonna be a father to Melanie's child, not yours.
Even if she was trying to take you away from me, there is no point even talking about this anymore, since neither of you are too ignorant to take in what I'm saying. Fine, so be it. Do what you like with the life you want, David. If you accept the terms that I state to you, I'll divorce you and give you your so-called life back.
Whoa, are you serious? You're finally going to divorce me? Man, it's about time I get what I want. But until we get divorced and moved out, please do the housework properly. That's the only thing I ask for right now. So there's nothing more to talk about with you, Sophie. I'm so excited that I can finally leave you and be with Melanie and the baby.
Ugh, I can't believe that you said that. How dare you be so cruel to me when I have been nothing but nice to you? I am never going to speak to you ever again. If you want anything from now on, you'll have to go through my lawyer. I am so over you being like this towards me. Please, don't bother me with your orders.
Fine, whatever. If you're gonna be like that, so be it. I guess I'll have no choice but to go through your lawyer. I'm just finally happy that I can be with Melanie. It's about time you signed the divorce papers. Sophie! Hey, what on earth is going on here? What's the matter with you? I was told that the rent is overdue and that if this continues, I'll be evicted. You left without me even noticing that you were never going to come back. Even though we're divorced, isn't it normal to respond to this? At least say hello. Hey, answer me! Hey, come on, Sophie. Why aren't you answering me? Why are you being so rude to me when I'm just trying to move on with my life here? Quit ignoring me, Sophie. Hey, I'm getting so sick and tired of not getting a reply. This is absolutely ridiculous! Please reply to me because I really need to discuss some things with you, Sophie.
Wow, I can't believe how persistent you're being. You've been literally bugging every day this week, and it's actually starting to get on my nerves. I hate taking my phone with me anywhere since you've been messaging me every single day. Please leave me alone. I'm going to go ahead and block you now.
Whoa, just wait a minute. Don't do that. You need to wait and hear me out before you do anything. It's cowardly to not explain what's going on.
Excuse me? Since when am I being cowardly? I'm being mature by not getting into any conversation with you since it'll lead to a fight or whatever. I'm divorced from you and you are nothing but a stranger to me, David. Especially after the way you left me. You need to pay for your own rent. I've already moved out.
But I don't understand. Why am I suddenly behind on my rent then? It doesn't make any sense at all. Did you change my account from the one that was used for direct debit? Did you do all those things without my permission? That's absolutely disgusting and so low of you to do that. How could you do this to me?
Why don't you check on these things before jumping to conclusions about what I'm doing and what I'm not doing, okay? It's simple. I didn't have any money in my account, so I couldn't withdraw anything. Oh, and by the way, I'm not stealing any money because I'd never do that to anyone ever. I'd never do anything sneaky to anyone, even you, when you've been awful to me.
Do you really think that's supposed to make me feel any better about this? So what's the point in all of this, huh? What else is going on here?
Do you usually know how much you spend on your credit card, David? Do you even keep track of your expenses? You know, like a real adult?
Excuse me? What the heck is that supposed to mean? What on earth are you talking about, Sophie? I'm not dumb when it comes to budgeting, okay?
I deducted the rent from my salary account, and I've been living off the remaining money. But you've also been using that account for your credit card withdrawals, right?
Well, I don't know what's up with that. This is all becoming such a hassle. I thought that everything was gonna be fine, so I've been using my credit card quite a bit.
So every month you charged the credit card and the balance was almost at zero. You may not be aware of it, but you are spending all of the money you make on credit.
Wait, what did you say to me? But I try to keep it to just a few $100s per time, and I'm quite conscious of that, so I don't understand what's going on here.
Okay, well that doesn't seem to be the case at all, David. It's like a little bit of everything that it's being used for. Last month it was over $5,000.
Wait a minute, what? Did you just say $5,000? What the heck? So what about the living expenses and rent then? I don't get it.
Well, I was paying for it for quite a long time, David. Wow, it has taken you long enough to notice that I had been doing that until we divorced. I transferred the money to you every month.
Are you kidding me right now, Sophie? You're a full-time housewife, so how could you have given me any money for expenses? But I've heard that you've been writing a blog of a diary, right? In other words, what you're doing is a hobby, yeah? How is it that you're able to earn money and be able to pay for something that I had no idea about?
I think I explained that before to you. Obviously, you weren't listening to me properly. Maybe it would be better to say website management? I earn around $10,000 a month from this blog.
Are you actually being serious right now? So you're basically earning twice the amount that I do in a month? How is that even possible, Sophie?
Well, I don't know what else to tell you, David, but yes, I guess I do earn a bit more than you. Nowadays, there are many different ways to work. What you think is just a game is actually a job, David. I'm really surprised when you turned around and said that I didn't even do the housework properly. We've known each other for so long, and then you do a complete 180 on me? It just doesn't make sense to me. Is that how you really felt about me?
Well, that's not exactly true. No, I just needed to say something that I could get out of the marriage with you. You've got this all twisted, Sophie.
I have been super busy at work lately. I've been getting so irritated because of you bothering me and just still trying to be in my life, David. It was even like that when we were married. So I thought that it was fine to turn a blind eye to your extravagant spending, but even though the amount of work you were doing increased, your salary didn't increase. Also, you were going out on weekends too, so it was hard dealing with you emotionally, psychologically, and financially, David. I knew that you were cheating, but I just blamed myself for what happened. I don't honestly know why I was blaming myself when I was being loyal and doing what I could for our small family, and I just wish that you saw what I was doing for us.
Hold on a second. You noticed that I was cheating on you from the beginning? You noticed the change in finances too? Why didn't you ever confront me about this?
Because I didn't want to be blamed for anything anymore, as I am sick and tired of it. You're a grown adult, David. Please pay for the rent somehow.
Wait just a minute! Is this a joke, Sophie? I barely have any savings right now, okay? I can't pay for this month's bill! I didn't know that the savings decreased so much! Considering next month's credit card payment, there's absolutely no way that I can pay it on time! Please, you really need to help me out with this!
There's no way I'm helping you out since you've been nothing but cruel and rude for me. You need to solve your own problems from now on. On that note, I'm going to stop talking now.
Whoa, please! I used my manners and everything, and you won't even lend a hand? This isn't fair at all! Why won't you help me out? Come on, Sophie, please!
Hey, what the heck is going on here? What did you do to David, you little cow? What makes you think you can just do whatever you like, huh? Of course, I had a feeling that you'd be messaging me once you found out what's going on. As expected, here we go with you trying to get your way. Huh? Excuse me? I don't understand what you mean. How could you possibly know that I was going to message you? Do you think that I'm predictable? Yes, I do. First of all, I've not done anything to him. He's the one that asked for everything, including the divorce. I got it all finalized, and it's all finished. And because there was a promise that there would be no division of assets, David's assets remain as they were. He's only agreed to pay child support every month. But I also made him promise that he'll never want to see his child ever again. There is nothing strange about doing that now, is it? I think it's normal when couples break up. Like I'm going to believe anything you're saying right now. You really do seem to be good at talking, Sophie. You think you've won by talking people into agreeing to things like that, don't you? You are such an evil woman, and you have done nothing but cause us grief. You need to comply and do what we say that you need to do, all right? Do you understand? What's your deal, Melanie? Are you even in a position to act mean towards me? You're really not making yourself look good. You really should calm down, dear. Of course you're acting like this. After all, you ended up making more money, right? Not dividing up the properties just to prevent me from taking it, isn't it? Oh, I see what you're getting at. Well, I guess that's somewhat true, but do you really think that I care about what you do, Melanie? But I suppose you've got a point. Of course I'm trying to look out for myself right now. I've got to raise my child on my own now. I've got a duty now to protect my baby, and if I have to protect them from David, so be it. To be honest, I was really scared about doing all the fertility treatment, and I didn't really want to do it since I was so scared of the outcome. My sister was also doing treatment too. Wait a second, what are you talking about? What fertility treatment? David didn't mention any of this to me. Why on earth are you telling me this for? To feel sorry for you? Well, even when she was able to conceive a child, she had many miscarriages. And every time I met up with her, she just bawled her eyes out. I had to wipe her tears sometimes. After that, I found out that I was also infertile. I was super worried that if I tried treatment, I would end up like my sister, having many miscarriages and just suffering mentally, physically, and emotionally. If I was going to have such a hard time when it came to having a child, I wouldn't have done any of the treatment in the first place. But, well, you know. But what? What are you trying to say here, Sophie? You shouldn't have been doing anything if you were marked as infertile. That's something that I really don't get. Would you please just shut up and listen to me for just 1 minute, Melanie? But I'll tell you now that I actually did get pregnant, and yes, I was shocked about it. Even though I'm scared, I'm so happy that this baby's life has come into my life. I don't know what the future holds for us, but I guess there's no point in thinking about it right now. But for now, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to protect this child. Nobody's going to hold me back from doing that, not you nor David. But I don't get that, because I'm pregnant too. So how is anything you're saying about your baby okay? Especially because that child is David's, right? But also, think about what you're asking. You're asking for child support from someone who earns way less than you. Don't you know how wrong that is? But you don't seem to understand. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking because I want David to be more responsible for his own actions. You know what he did to me, right? We got married, he found out his wife was actually pregnant, and then he ended up choosing to be with another woman? Do you think either of you can dismiss your responsibilities? Isn't that so convenient for you to do that, Neither you nor David can do this when you've both put me through so much before my baby has even been born. What the heck do you even mean by that? It's all your fault for not being able to have children in the first place. What must you be like this for? To be honest, who cares about that, Melanie? Considering that you're the one who's a far worse person when it comes to this particular situation. You were the one having an affair with my husband, and he ended up knocking you up. Of course, I'll be asking you for compensation for what you're putting me through, okay? You knew for a fact that David was married, didn't you? All you are is a homewrecker, and that's all you'll ever be classified as to everyone that knows what's going on. Excuse me? Did you just call me a homewrecker? I'll not allow you to talk about me in this manner to anyone, you crazy cow. You're asking me to pay you as well? Are you serious? Of course I'm being serious here. It's only natural for me to take you to court since you ruined my marriage, and this might potentially have repercussions on my child in the future. So please just do yourself a favor and just pay me so that you don't have to deal with any more issues. Don't make me make this worse for you, Melanie. I guess I do feel a little bit sorry for you. I sympathize with those who fell for such a seemingly good-looking guy. Well, he manipulated you into thinking that, right? You feel like you've won by getting the guy you've always wanted from his mean wife's grasp, right? You know he's an unconscious spender of things, yeah? Well, I guess he just likes to spend money on nice things. But I've got no idea what you're talking about otherwise. Look, don't do this to me. Well, I've got no choice. You must pay for your actions, Melanie. However, I'll tell you something good, though. Well, for me anyway. No matter how much you earn, if your expenses are equally high, I hate to break it to you, you won't be able to save any money. I thought that if the affair was revealed, I would be able to confront David. Maybe reality would have hit him and made him reflect on his actions, but that was not to be, even though I ended up finding out that I was pregnant with his child. He even said that he wanted to have his child with the woman that he was having an affair with and get a divorce from me, then just abandon the child we have together. If that's the case, I'll never forgive him or you for what you've done to my family, and I'll wish nothing but the worst for you and your family that you plan to make. No woman should ever have to put up with this, and I won't. I thought that all women had each other's backs, but in this case, all you and my ex-husband have done is stab me in the back. Are you seriously kidding me right now? Sophie, like I told you before, I am pregnant. It is not my fault that your husband chose to make a family with me and not you. How dare you start to involve innocent children? Do you even understand how bad taste that is? This is disgusting behavior, and I don't intend on paying you a single cent. Hey, how about you think over what you're trying to do a little bit more, okay? Don't put yourself in a position that's going to cause way too many problems for everyone involved, okay? We're both going to be mothers very soon, okay? Don't you realize how wonderful that is? Do you really want to do this to me and to David as well? Look, I understand where you're coming from, but you've both done a lot wrong here, and I shouldn't have to put up with any more crap from people like you. Look, I've already taken action on this, and I don't intend to change my mind about any of it. I wouldn't try to stand in my way anymore, Melanie. I'll take you both down. What did you just say to me? I've already told you to stand down, and you won't? Come on, please, just leave us alone and move on. This is beyond a joke now.
Hey, I'm kinda sorry to bother you right now at this time of night, but I've got some good news for you. You haven't blocked me yet, have you? Answer me, please.
Oh, David, do you know how annoying it is having to receive all these stupid messages from you? What is it? What could you possibly have to tell me?
I knew you hadn't blocked me. You don't have the guts. As for the rent I was talking to you about earlier, my parents paid it for me, so it wasn't an issue in the end. If I can just get my credit card bill paid next month, I'll be just fine. Melanie and I can live peacefully in that apartment from now on. It's gonna be great. If I don't use any credit cards anymore, I won't be spending all that money, and it'll be bliss. I guess you wanted to get some revenge on me. Well, unfortunately, you won't. You said that you earn about $10,000 a month on your stupid blog, yeah? But to be honest, that's just the extent of your existence value.
Oh, well, aren't you brave insulting me in this manner, David? Then I guess you'll be living with Melanie forever then, in that apartment then, with no issues?
That's right, and I'll be able to have the family that I've always wanted. No thanks to you holding me down for all those years. Naturally, I'll be with her.
Okay, so you'll be with Melanie forever, but with a child that may or may not be yours at all. But who knows? The baby inside her belly might be yours, David.
Oh, come on now. Are you really gonna act like this towards me just because I left you high and dry? Your lies are just getting a little bit too much sometimes.
Well, I guess we'll have to make sure that you're not being lied to anymore, yeah? How about I send you a file via email so that we can confirm everything? Go on, take a look.
Fine, I guess I'll log into my email and have a look at this mysterious file and... Wait a minute, hold on. Sophie, what the heck is this? What did you send me?
You do realize that you weren't the only person that Melanie was dating, right? She had multiple partners at once. Didn't she tell you that?
Is this for real? Are you actually being serious right now? Or are you just trying to sabotage my relationship because of what I did? Please tell me this is a joke, right?
I'm not that low to do something as petty as that, David. What I did was I hired a private investigator to figure out Melanie's true background, so they did just that. It was only 6 months ago that she was in contact with another man. She's a bit of a risky character according to the file that I've got on her. She's not really subtle about it either, so I'm surprised you didn't know.
This has gotta be a lie that you're making up. There's no way that this is possible, is it? 6 months ago? That's when she was also dating me, though.
Yes, and that's why I'm telling you now that there's another man that was involved with her then, too. I heard that her and that guy had been together for over 2 years.
Wait a minute. You're kidding me right now, huh? Did you seriously say that Melanie's been with this guy for 2 years? There was another guy before me?
I guess that doesn't make you so special after all. But after that, she suddenly broke up with him 6 months ago. It was only then that she found out she was pregnant.
What? What the heck is going on here? I had no idea that there was another man involved with her. However, that baby in her belly right now, surely it's mine, right?
How am I to know, David? I'm not a doctor. I can't run DNA tests on a pregnant woman to see if that's your child or not. If anything, you're going to have to ask her yourself. But I bet that Melanie is worried too, since she's probably unsure of who the real biological father is. Maybe you should investigate this just in case? Either way, I'm sure that's why she's snuggled up nice and close to you, because she knows that she can afford to live if you're working.
Excuse me? Me investigate this? What the heck is that supposed to mean? I shouldn't be doubting whether or not that baby is mine. She should definitely know.
Well, you earn a lot more than the previous guy that she was with, David. That's why she chose to be with you over him. More than likely, she seems like a gold digger. Also, she could also be the reason why you don't know the true balance of your savings right now. But at least if the child is yours, there'll be no problems, right? However, there's one thing that you have to consider in your decisions from now on. What if that baby that she's carrying is her previous partner's, huh?
Are you seriously kidding me right now? So I just basically ran off with a woman who's pregnant and she could potentially be carrying a baby that's not mine?
Well, I don't know, so there's no point asking me about any of this. Maybe you should confront her about it so that it's not in your head until the baby's born?
Stop messing me around here, Sophie. You're causing more harm than anything else here. Don't be ridiculous. I don't want to be with a woman who cheats on me. She doesn't even have a proper job. All she does is work part-time, and I can't believe she had the audacity to be with another man at the same time as me.
Wow. I love how you're saying this all to me in such a serious manner. I can't help but laugh. I really can't believe what I'm hearing from you right now.
This isn't funny at all, Sophie, so I would quit laughing right now if I were you. Do you not know how to shut that big mouth of yours?
Have you thought of the result of all this and how similar it is to how things ended with us? You cheated on me and maybe got another woman pregnant and left me. You abandoned me literally not that long before I found out that I was pregnant. To be honest, I'm glad that I've made the decisions that I have up until now.
Look, I really didn't mean for things to turn out the way that they did, Sophie. Please, I'm so sorry. Forgive me for all the things I said and did to you.
Are you being serious right now? Are you trying to weasel your way back into my life? There's absolutely no way that I am going to let that happen.
Please, I'll do anything you want. I'll figure out what's happening with Melanie, and if that baby isn't mine, I'll leave her and come back to you so we can raise the child you're carrying.
What the heck, David? No way in hell am I going to let that happen. I don't need a toxic man like you around to ruin my life again and put me in a crazy emotional state. My future child and I are way better off without you, and I don't need your help, your money, or anything from you at all. I'm going to block you now. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. Goodbye.
Hey, no, you can't do this to me. I messed up, and I know that now, but please take me back. I'm really sorry. Let me make it up to you, Sophie. Don't block me. Wait!
After that debacle with Sophie, David went and confronted Melanie about the baby. It sounded like the baby wasn't his and that it was her ex-boyfriend's baby. The man acknowledged the paternity, filed a lawsuit against Melanie for cheating, and won custody of the child when it was born. It was a tough struggle for everyone involved by the sounds of it, but the man genuinely cares about his child's happiness and acts as a father should. Melanie, on the other hand, was left alone and is still working part-time to make ends meet. She's having a rough time living as she's paying compensation to Sophie every month for cheating and claiming that the baby was David's. David, who is also on his own, was struggling with the costs of alimony and child support. He wasn't sure how to budget for these things properly. His parents then found out about his affair and were super furious at him. They made him promise to pay back the rent that they forked out for him, and then they disowned him as a son. Rumors also spread within his company, and he felt uncomfortable and decided to quit. Apparently, he's now working multiple part-time jobs and is struggling to survive and have a nice lifestyle. As for Sophie, she gave birth to a happy and healthy baby not long after everything settled down. Recently, her sister came over to celebrate the arrival of the baby with her, and she's trying hard to make her child feel happy every day. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.